2, 3.
I'm Tanner Lomax, and today I'm doing my informative speech on Cal Ripken Jr. And this is my 5 audience members.
And the videographer makes 5. Okay.
Cal Ripken Jr. was around baseball his entire life. Started when he was young, and his father was a player for the Baltimore Orioles in the minor leagues. He never made it to the majors though because of a shoulder injury, but they took him in as a coach after his injury, his career-ending injury. So as his dad being a coach, he was around the game a lot, every day. The family followed the team in the summer, in the spring. Whenever they were playing, they were following him. So Cal Ripken Jr. was around baseball a lot and kind of fell in love with the game a little bit. So he went to the field every day and hit with the team, fielded with the team, just practiced with the team, got any tips he could get from the best players to play the game. And this made a big impact on his life, and he decided he wanted to play baseball and pursue a career in it. And he started off and made the varsity team as a freshman in high school. And later on in high school, his senior year, they won a state championship, and he was named with a batting title with a .492 batting average. And later on that year, he was drafted by the Orioles right out of high school. He played 3 years in the minors before he was moved to the majors. And while he was in the minors, though, he was named to the Southern League All-Star team in just his second year playing. And in August 1981, he was called up to the majors. And his second year, but his first full year in the majors, 1982, he was named Rookie of the Year. And that was a real big accomplishment. And at this point, he was known as a kid that had a lot of potential. And was really a hard worker, and everybody could see it coming out of him. So a couple years later, in 1989, he only made 8 errors in one season, had 21 home runs. This made him the first shortstop to have 8 20-home run seasons. For his career, Ripken had 3,184 hits, 431 home runs, and made 19 straight All-Star teams. Was the MVP of the teams twice. But what really was a big thing about Cal Ripken Jr. was he gave a new meaning to an everyday player. From May 30th, 1982 till September 19th, 1998, he played 2,632 straight baseball games, all for the Baltimore Orioles. He was known at this point as the Iron Man. The streak began May 30th, 1982, as he started third base and hit 8 in the order. June 25th, 1988, he played in his 1,000th game in Boston against the Red Sox. On August 18th, 1889, he played in his 1,208th game and passed Steve Garvey, which had the 3rd longest consecutive game streak record. On June 12, 1990, he passed Everett Scott, the 2nd longest most consecutive game streak. And on September 5th, 1995, he played in his 2,130th straight game and tied the great Lou Gehrig. He said after the game that night in a speech in front of all of Baltimore, "Tonight I stand here, overwhelmed, as my name is linked with the great Lou Gehrig." He also said, "I am truly humbled to have our names spoken in the same breath." The next day, November 6, 1995, Cal Ripken Jr. broke the record Lou Gehrig held, and it didn't stop from there. It kept going. April 25th, 1998, he started his 2,500th game. And then on September 20th, 1998, he took himself out of the game and ended the streak. With no tears and no regrets and no advance warning, Cal Ripken Jr. gave himself a day off. For the first time in 16 years, he ended the Iron Man streak at 2,632 games. probably one of the most comfortable records in all of sports. He played through slumps, he played through injuries, he played through bad games, he played through good games. Any game, he played through everything. He was that in love with the game. So on October 6, 2001, Junior ended his career in the on-deck circle, in the bottom of the ninth, in front of his hometown, Baltimore. After his career, the MLB commissioner, Bud Selig, says, what Cal did is so unbelievable. That's one record I do think will be around for a generation. What he's done a great thing for baseball. And that was really big because Cal Ripken Jr. was not only respected as a man, but he's respected as a player. And he's just respected as an all-around great guy. And here's my PowerPoint on Cal Ripken. Alright, this is him. This is his rookie card for the Baltimore Orioles. And this is him and his dad in the dugout. This is a cool picture, I thought, of him playing shortstop. Just him making a play. This is him when he broke Lou Gehrig's record. Baltimore went pretty crazy for him. And this is him in his last All-Star game with Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez was supposed to start shortstop, but Cal Ripken was supposed to start at third base, but A-Rod respected him enough to let him start in his spot, his actual position, for his last All-Star game. He was actually named MVP of this game too. And this is him when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And this is the Iron Man, Cal Ripken Jr. And that's it. Thank you for watching.